When you hear that tigers are endangered and almost extinct due to climate change, loss of habitat, human-wildlife conflict, and hunters, you do not hear the World Wildlife Fund say, but hey, what about the rest of the animals? I mean, they're all also violent. Look at all of this tiger-on-tiger crime they're committing anyway. When you hear of the rafflesia flower or the Venus flytrap under the threat of deforestation and global warming, you do not see an advocacy for roses to no longer be used on Valentine's Day, hashtag all flowers matter. You do not hear giant pandas being told, hey, if you don't like it here, you can go back to China. Because maybe if you didn't have biracial fur like the rest of the regular bears, then there might still be more of you alive. Then there might still be more of us alive. When my students walk into my classroom and say, did you hear another black life has been unjustly slain for just being a pulse with sun-kissed flesh? I think to myself, whose human rights are in conflict? I mean, look at all of the hunters, often with badges dressed in blue or armed with their policies and dossiers, who don't see color, but always know when you don't belong, whose tongues suddenly go into hibernation. Silence is a deadly forest fire, and we are often its most ready feast. So they see a flower to be plucked instead of just a woman trying to get home. They see a prey instead of just a sleeping baby girl. They see a tiger instead of just a boy or a mountaintop or an upside down rainbow stitched onto a brown sky. How so many of us want oxygen because we're so often treated like carbon dioxide. So every day's new breath is a celebration for the ones we still have, the ones we want to protect, so that their breath will not be recycled into ours. You know, it gets so hard to care about saving the environment when every day we are still learning how to save ourselves. I mean, why care about saving the world when every day you tell us we don't deserve to live in it? Why care about the trees when all you do is remind us of the noose? Extinction becomes all too familiar when you're always being branded pollution before population. I mean, you hear climate change, we see gentrification, how easily a zip code can become a food desert. You hear global warming, we say our streets have been on fire, because when you live in a world that always wants to see us burn, coming home alive is like turning water into wine. We have mastered the art of resurrection, because being black in this world means every day is your third day. So I tell them, plant yourself into a garden of hallelujahs, hallelujahs, hallelujah, and praise all of the breaths that are still here. Yeah. Praise all of the breaths that are still blooming.
That's Pages.